All right, class, as you know, I'm Miss Lazama. And let's get started. We're gonna start by reviewing our bell ringer that was on the board and you guys have been working on while I get everything set up. Thank you, Alejandra, for getting started on your bell ringer. Thank you, Jacob, for keeping the voice level 0. He knows we're working individually on an assignment with a voice level 0. So let's review it. So our bell ringer today says, make a list of things you need for survival. Order the list according to importance. So can anybody share with me what they wrote on their list? Yes, Tim? So yeah, good responses, you guys. Now, today we're going to be looking at what plants need for survival. The standards we're going to cover are written on the board. It's the SC.3.L.14.1, which is a science standard that says describe structure in plants and their roles in food production, support, water and nutrients, transport, and reproduction. We're going to learn about all of that. If you guys don't have an idea what that is, don't worry about it. We're going to learn about it. And we're going to learn about a language arts standard, which says determine the main idea of a text, recount the key details, and explain how they support the main idea. Today's objective is we're going to be reading an ebook together, and we're going to be playing an interactive categorizing game on plant structures. You guys are going to love it. You will, with those two things, you will be able to describe 4 plant structures and their functions with a 9 out of 12 points according to a rubric. Okay, so this is what we have on our notebook. Pretend this is the overhead projector. This is the page, okay? I'm showing you guys on the overhead projector. And, okay, so can anybody tell me, I know this is 2 words, so let's go ahead and take a look at 1 word. What do you guys know about plant? The word plant. Yeah, it could be a flower. So we can predict that plant structure can mean parts of a plant, right? Something that constructs, that builds an entire plant. Before we begin, when I present, what is one class rule that we need to have in mind? Yes, raise questions if you have answers. What else? Yes?
Stay quiet.
Stay quiet. Okay. Well, let's use our ears to listen. Okay, now let's begin.
Structures or parts that enable them to survive. Click the label for each plant part to learn about its function.
Alright, so we're going to learn about roots first. I need you guys to... Okay, in a real classroom I would dim the lights, but since we're in my room and it's way too dark when I dim the lights, we're going to keep them on. We're going to learn about roots. We need to go to the bottom of our flip chart. We're going to take notes. First, I want you to listen. And then we're going to talk about what we learned, and then you can write down what you learned on your notes. Now, if I had an overhead, I would show you what I would write. Let's listen.
When you pull a plant up from the ground, what will you find? Its roots. The roots of a plant grow down into the soil. A plant's roots are essential for its survival. Roots absorb water and nutrients from the soil, and they anchor the plant in the ground. Roots also store surplus food that was made in the leaves.
All right, so somebody from this group, what did you learn about roots? Yes, that's correct. Yeah, they do. Okay, they absorb water and nutrients from the soil. So those that are listening to our classmates talk about the roots, you guys can write that fact down on your journals. That is one fact. Absorbs water. It absorbs nutrients. Okay, good. Let's see, from this group over here, what do you guys know about, learn about roots? What did you hear? Okay, yes. Roots are found where? in the ground, in the soil, right? That's where they're found. Excellent job. You can write that down. All right. And another thing that was said on the video is that it also stores food. It keeps the food that was made in the leaves. It stores it there for whenever you need it. Okay. We'll go on to each part of the flip book, and we'll do it together. I'm going this over really quickly because it's timed, but I would use an overhead. I would be like, okay guys, what did you guys learn about that? And just like we did with the stem and the roots. And then the last slide is, I believe it's this one.
Can a plant grow in the dark? No. Most plants need water, air, nutrients, and sunlight to make the food they need to live and grow. Click each label to learn more.
All right, so I would ask students, okay, so what do plants need for survival? It just told us it needs 4 things for survival. Jessica.
It needs air, sun, water, and nutrients.
Nutrients, yes. Air, sun, water, and nutrients, correct. All right, excellent. So now we're gonna go ahead and close our journals. We already wrote about every part. Excellent job. We're gonna go ahead and I'm going to be passing out cards with either a picture or a description of one of the parts of a plant. For instance, if I get a picture of this, I would think to myself, what plant structure do I think this is? Okay, and I'm gonna think about it for a few seconds. Okay, so I'm gonna be passing these out to everyone, and you guys, I want you to think, what did I get? Boom, boom, boom. I already passed them out. All right, excellent. Now that you guys thought about it, I'm gonna give you 2 minutes to walk around the classrooms, and I want you to talk to one person at a time about what you got and what you think it is, and then read theirs and you know, and try to figure out what they have. Okay, so go ahead and stand up. And you guys are gonna interact. I'm gonna go ahead and put on my timer for 2 minutes. Okay, time is up. So now that you had time to think and hear opinion about what you think you have, it's time to make a decision. Around the class, I have placed the 4 types of plant structures. Right here, I have flower. Over here on this part of the room, I have roots. I have stem over there, and then leaf. So, if you think you have part of the roots, come and walk on this side. Those that think that they have a description, a function, I should say, a function of a root or a picture of a root, come stand over here. If you think you have a function of a flower, come stand over here. Leaves over there, and stem over there. You got 5 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Everybody looks like they found a group. And I see that there's 5 people per group, so I guess we're all getting correct. So I'm going to go ahead and walk around. I'm going to make sure you guys are on the right spot, okay? Just give me a few minutes. And meanwhile, talk to your group members and say, hey, do you think I am right? You know, do I belong here? You know? All right, let's check you out. There's water, nutrients from the soil. Excellent job. Yes, roots. Over here. Okay, so I only have 1 student. Okay, so now that you guys all have found your plant structure, you guys are gonna create a poster. So I'm gonna give each group a poster. Here's yours. Let me go walking around, give other people their poster. And listen carefully. I want you to write down 4 things on that poster. How many things do I want you guys to have on that poster?
4 things.
Okay, excellent. Number 1. Show me number 1 in your fingers. Number 1. Names on the back. I need your group names on the back. Is that easy?
Yes.
Okay, I think we can handle that. So 1, what was 1?
Names on the back.
Okay, instruction number 2. Number 2. Write the name of the plant structure. What is number 2?
Write the name of the plant structure.
Now you guys already are located in your plant structures. That should be easy or hard?
Easy.
Okay, number 3. I want you to draw. What do I want you to do?
Draw.
Yes, I want you to make a large picture of that plant structure you got. If you're in the flower group, just draw the flower. If you're in the stem group, just draw the stem. And same goes for roots. If you're in the root group, just draw the roots. And number 4, I want you to write 2 fun facts you learn about that plant structure, okay? It could be 2 functions that you guys found. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead, put the timer on, and you have a few minutes to go ahead and do. You guys go ahead and get started. On the bottom. Alright, so I don't have kids to make them. Normally I would have it. I already have somebody drew out this picture of a root. I would have it. There's cards on the floor where each student will grab their poster and they will walk in front over here facing the class. And the card number 1 says group members, so they would say their group members' names. Okay, so our names are la 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 la. Number 2, on the card says name of plant structure. They would read the plant structure we had, roots. Number 3, show the poster picture. So you were like, here's where they were like, show off the picture that they drew. And then number 4, they will walk over here, read why is this plant structure important, give 2 facts. So our plant structure is important because this and this, okay? And that is for our we do. You can go back to your seat. Excellent job, guys. So now it's your turn. This is going to be for the you do activity, by the way. I want to see what each of you have learned today. So today you have 3 choices that you could choose from to show me what you learned today. The choices are, number 1, my laptop is so small, but I would have it on the overhead. Number 1, I have the directions for PowerPoint. If you want to do the PowerPoint, I have over here the instruction sheet, so you could do the PowerPoint and work on the computer. Some people like to work on the computer. Okay, so I'm leaving it right there. For the directions, it says, you will create a 5-slide PowerPoint about 4 plant structures and their functions. You may use your notes. Use the guidelines below. And then the guidelines, just read out slide 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And on the bullet it says, like slide, for instance, it says slide number 1, title page. The bullet said, write your name and title, plant structure. That's slide number 1. Slide number 2, plant structure number 1. Title, flower. Write 1 function of the flower, insert a picture of the flower, part of a plant. Does that sound easy?
Yes.
Okay, so if you want to do PowerPoint, go ahead and grab the paper over here. Option number 2. Those who like to draw. This is for you. It says, Option number 2 is the drawing and writing worksheet. You're gonna, what you direction says, draw a picture of a plant with its 4 structures: the roots, flower, stem, and leaf. Then write 1 sentence for each plant structure describing 1 function for it. Okay, those are for you, my artists. If you guys want to go ahead and draw a plant structure and then write about it, that's 1 function for each, you can do that. Now, if you don't want to do a PowerPoint or you don't want to draw and write about it, I have the matching quiz. Okay, and the quiz says, color the picture of the plant. I already have the plant here. You don't even have to draw it. I already have the plant. It says, label each part of the plant. Write 1 function for each plant of the below its label. Okay, so I have a word bank. You guys are gonna just write down where each part of the plant, Alejandro, look up here, thank you, where each part of the plant is. Okay, any questions before you guys do your individual assignments? All right, go ahead and choose your assignment. The clapping is just because we moved on. Okay. So the students did their assignments. Now we're going to wrap it up. All right, so let's wrap it up. Today we worked on learning about a plant structure and their functions and how they are important in a plant's reproduction. This is a plant. Now you guys are going to be able to classify and recognize what each plant structure is. So class, what is this on top right over here? Say it all together.
Flower.
Flower. Okay, what is this right here?
Stem.
And what are these over here?
Leaf.
Excellent. And then what's gonna be inside this pot?
Roots.
Excellent. So we all know what plant structure are. Now I want you to turn and talk to your partner and ask, what is 1 plant structure we learned about? All right, and another question, ask, how does it function? Excellent, and we close with that. Tomorrow we will learn about plants, how plants are affected by the environment, and meaning by its surrounding things. All right, thank you guys.